10 scientifically proven benefits of being single. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the whole video. If you like the video, press like at the end, press the subscribe button, and press the notifications button if you like red pill content. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 scientifically proven benefits of being single and why you're happier. Let's get started. First, you get to sleep better at night. See, in most relationships complain about sleeping at night. One may be snoring. One may sleep all over the place. But a lot of marriages and a lot of couples do not get a lot of sleep at night due to the other person is constantly throwing them off. But whenever you're alone, it's more of a peaceful sleep. It's more of a deeper sleep, which means you get a lot more rest, which means that you're a lot more happier the next day to get up and get things done. A lot of marriage relationships are tired when they wake up, and it causes them to be even more stressed out throughout the day, going to work, dealing with the kids, all because they did not sleep the night before. Next, single people are healthier. You have more single people that are in the gym. You have more single people that are watching what they eat. You have more single people that are active, healthier. Not too many single people are constantly eating fast food restaurants. Granted, a big consumption of fast food definitely comes from single people, but it's not as a deeper consumption as a family. A lot of families have their mom and dad that are working that gets fast food, and then you have a lot of single moms and a lot of single fathers who do not have time to cook, so they're constantly going to fast food. But when it comes to a single person, you can monitor your intake of food better. The thing is, when single people start getting in the gym and your body starts functioning a certain way, eating bad, you're gonna feel it just by working out. Your body's gonna feel better eating healthier when you work out, and your body's gonna feel worse if you're eating bad. Healthier people start to realize that people in relationships and in marriages with kids become consumed to fast food to the point that their neurological system needs it. Next, you have stronger friendships with people. See, a lot of couples in relationships are constantly making changes for their relationship, so they're constantly changing their friends in and out, especially based on business and living situations. But when it comes to a single person, when we have friendships with people, chances are we're not around them every day or talk to them every day. So our relationships with them tend to stay good and tend to grow deeper with people because we don't have any distractions. We don't have another spouse that's putting their input into things. Like other couples will always have a distraction from the other spouse. You may like one person, she may not like the person that you like. Now you gotta monitor how much time you spend with them, or even if you talk to them, because the person you like may feel betrayed that you like them. It's not like that with a single person. We get to be friends with anybody, with everybody, but we mainly spend a lot of times with our friends listening to their issues. Next, your money is all yours. See, you never have to worry about no one else when it comes to your money. One thing about a single person and one thing about a single man is that you monitor your money. You value your money because you work hard for your money, especially when you don't have any bills going out. So when it comes to the money is always ours. You can always keep it for yourself. There's never situations that are coming up to help support a family or to help support your woman. See, when you're single, you don't have to worry about Valentine's Day, Easter, the holidays coming up, Christmas, her birthday. All that money goes towards you and your dreams. Next, you can focus on your dreams, or you can focus on your career. Your career may be your dreams, but when you're single, you could dedicate a whole lot of time for that, which means you can put a lot of more energy in it. A lot of people in relationships have to neglect their dreams, especially if they have kids, to compromise to their environment. So a lot of women and a lot of men have had to give up their dreams to go work jobs that they did not love in order to support a household. to support their lifestyle that they have to keep up with. But when you're single, you only have one lifestyle and one person to compromise, so you get to keep all of your money. Next, you become more self-efficient. Means you learn to do a lot of things for yourself when you're single. There's no need to pay anybody to do anything. There's no need to sit back and wait for someone to do things for you. A lot of times in relationships, you have one person that's going to be responsible for one thing and you have another person that's going to be responsible for another. It's when both of them are not living up their terms of agreement with each other, which is the confusion comes in. And most of that starts with love. People have the man has his definition of love and a woman has her definition of love. Whenever one does not agree with the other person on their ways that they're thinking or acting, then it's like, all right, you don't love me. All right, when it comes to a single person, we learn to think for ourselves, which cause that to go into other parts of our lives where we become self-sufficient about everything due to the fact that we're only worried about ourselves. We learn to even come up with new dreams, come up with new things to do with ourselves. We can survive by ourselves. We can pay our own bills. We can wash our own clothes. We can do all of that alone because we're not dependent on anyone else to cover for it while we cover for something else due to the amount of distractions we have to keep up with, if that makes sense. Next, you stress way less than anybody else. That's one thing about being single. You do not have so many burdens on your shoulder. You don't have too many people to compromise. If you're married and you have kids, you got to wake up and adjust your emotions to each one of your kids. Then you got to adjust it to your wife. Then you got to adjust it to your boss. Then you got to adjust it to everybody at work. You got to adjust your moods to every single body that you face that day, which causes your mind to be beat up, which causes you to be stressed out a lot, even when you're focused on looking happy. This is what majority of the world does. The lifestyle that they're living has so much pressure, so much that they have to worry about that it completely stressed them out. But single people wake up with less stress because they have to do less compromising. Next, you know who you are. Single people find out who they are the fastest. But you typically don't find out who you are till you start getting over 25, 26 years old and being single. A lot of people that are in their 20s that are going to be divorcing when they're 35, 36 may not find themselves to their 45 when they come out of that relationship. But people that have been single for a long time, especially in your 20s, lingering into your 30s, you find yourself faster. That's what makes you happier. It's the simple fact that you know who you are, you know where you want to be. So what that does, that actually spills into your dating life. If you are dating, it helps you weave out the women that ain't gonna work because you know who you are. I always say, when you don't know who you are, you're gonna always date the wrong person. When you're a single person, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what type of person you want to date, but it's up to you if you want to be knocked off course of your dreams to entertain that person, because you know who you are. Next, you have more time for mental health, which means a lot more people may go to a spa. A lot more single people may go to a spa, to get massages. You may get your pedicures, you may get your manicures. You may do these things that make you feel relaxed. You may drink wine on the weekends. You may be able to do those things to give you that break more than you are in a relationship, and more if you have kids. Single people are always the healthiest people psychologically because love and relationships drive everyone crazy because it only cares about itself. People keep trying to find this thing love, and then when they get in it, it don't turn out to be nothing but straight misery that causes them to go insane while pretending to be normal. But single people can keep control of their mental health to stay clear in life. Last but not least, less housework. See, not too many single people clean their house every day because the house is never getting too dirty. So we're doing less housework compared to being in a relationship or having a family. Now the house is constantly getting dirty and you have to constantly clean it. It's a rotating cycle of things. You clean it up, 30 minutes later to an hour, the next day it's back dirty again. So now you got to worry about cleaning the house, worry about the bills, adjusting your mindset to everybody in the house, adjusting your mindset to your wife while maintaining control and pushing everybody's forward, which stress you out. And this is why single people have the best benefits. They have a healthier lifestyle. They get to keep all their money. They get to stay stress-free and live and get more out of life versus people in relationships where everything drags you down and all you could do is complain about having a family because you think single people are missing out on it. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you was able to get the message. Hasta la vista.